Capitalism and Inequality. Analyzing the effects on income and wealth inequality within and between countries. Capitalism, characterized by private ownership of the means of production and the pursuit of profit, has been the dominant economic system globally for centuries. While it has driven unprecedented economic growth, innovation, and improvement in living standards, it has also been a subject of intense debate due to its impact on income and wealth inequality both within and between countries. This video explores how capitalism contributes to inequality, the mechanisms through which this occurs, and the broader implications for societies. At its core, capitalism is an economic system where private individuals and businesses own capital goods. Production, prices, and the distribution of goods are determined mainly by competition in a free market. The underlying principle is that individuals acting in their self-interest can collectively achieve optimal outcomes for society through the invisible hand of the market, as described by Adam Smith. Income and wealth inequality, definitions and measurements. Income inequality refers to the uneven distribution of income across a population. It can be measured using various indices, with the Gini coefficient being one of the most common. A Gini coefficient of 0 represents perfect equality, while a coefficient of 1 indicates maximum inequality. Wealth inequality, on the other hand, considers the distribution of assets, including property, stocks, and other investments. It often shows starker disparities than income inequality because wealth accumulation can perpetuate and amplify initial differences over generations. Capitalism and Inequality, Theoretical Perspectives. Several theoretical perspectives explain how capitalism affects inequality. 1. Classical economic theory. Classical economists argue that capitalism, by fostering competition and innovation, leads to economic growth that benefits everyone. However, they also acknowledge that initial conditions and market imperfections can result in unequal outcomes. David Ricardo and Karl Marx, for instance, noted that capital accumulation tends to benefit those who own capital disproportionately, leading to class-based disparities. 2. Neoclassical economics. Neoclassical economics posits that free markets lead to efficient resource allocation. However, it also recognizes that inequality can arise due to differences in skills, education, and initial endowments. While market forces may reduce some inequalities by rewarding productivity, they can exacerbate others, particularly when barriers to education and mobility exist. 3. Marxist critique. Marxists view capitalism as inherently exploitative, arguing that it systematically concentrates wealth and power in the hands of a few. According to Marx, the capitalist mode of production exploits workers by paying them less than the value of their labor, resulting in surplus value that capitalists appropriate as profit. This dynamic leads to increasing wealth inequality. Mechanisms of inequality in capitalism. Several mechanisms through which capitalism can generate and perpetuate inequality include: 1. Capital accumulation. In capitalist economies, those who already own capital have opportunities to invest and earn returns, leading to further accumulation of wealth. Over time, this can create significant disparities between capital owners and wage earners. 2. Technological change. Technological advancements often benefit those with the skills and resources to leverage them, widening the gap between high-skilled and low-skilled workers. Automation and digital technologies, for example, have disproportionately favored those in the technology and finance sectors. 3. Globalization. Capitalism's global nature means that countries with competitive advantages can prosper, while others may struggle. Developed nations often benefit from capital flows and investments, while developing countries may face exploitation and unequal trade terms. 4. Labor market dynamics. Wage disparities can arise due to differences in bargaining power, educational attainment, and market demand for specific skills. Capitalist economies tend to reward those with scarce skills more highly, leading to income inequality. 5. Policy and institutional factors. Government policies, such as tax regimes and social safety nets, play a crucial role in mediating capitalism's impact on inequality. Deregulation, tax cuts for the wealthy, and weakening of labor protections can exacerbate inequality, while progressive taxation and robust social welfare programs can mitigate it. Case studies: Capitalism and Inequality within countries. United States. The United States, often seen as the epitome of capitalism, exhibits significant income and wealth inequality. Since the 1970s, income inequality has risen sharply, driven by factors such as technological change, globalization, and policy shifts favoring capital over labor. The top 1% of earners have seen disproportionate income gains, while median wages have stagnated for many workers. Wealth inequality is even more pronounced, with the top 1% owning more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. Sweden. Sweden represents a contrasting case where capitalism is tempered by strong social democratic policies. Despite being a capitalist economy, Sweden maintains relatively low levels of income and wealth inequality through progressive taxation, robust welfare programs, and labor market regulations that promote equity. This model demonstrates that capitalism's inherent inequalities can be mitigated through deliberate policy choices. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to support this channel. Please share across social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Capitalism and inequality between countries. Global North versus Global South. The disparity between developed, Global North, and developing countries, Global South, highlights capitalism's uneven impact on a global scale. Historical factors, such as colonialism and unequal trade relations, have contributed to persistent income and wealth gaps between these regions. Multinational corporations often exploit labor and resources in developing countries, exacerbating inequality. China. China presents an intriguing case of a socialist market economy with capitalist characteristics. Since economic reforms began in the late 20th century, China has experienced rapid growth and significant poverty reduction. However, this growth has been accompanied by rising inequality. Urban-rural disparities and regional imbalances reflect capitalism's uneven development, even within a country with a strong state role in the economy. Broader implications of inequality. Social and political stability. High levels of inequality can undermine social cohesion and lead to political instability. Societies with wide disparities in income and wealth often experience higher levels of crime, social unrest, and political polarization. The erosion of trust in institutions and perceptions of unfairness can weaken democratic governance. Economic efficiency. While some argue that inequality incentivizes innovation and hard work, excessive inequality can hinder economic efficiency. When large segments of the population lack access to education, healthcare, and opportunities, their potential contributions to the economy are diminished. Moreover, high inequality can lead to underconsumption and economic stagnation as wealth becomes concentrated in fewer hands. Health and well-being. Inequality also has profound effects on health and well-being. Research shows that more unequal societies tend to have worse health outcomes, including higher rates of mental illness, obesity, and life expectancy disparities. The stress and social exclusion associated with inequality can lead to poorer overall health. Addressing inequality. Policy interventions. Progressive taxation. Implementing progressive tax systems, where higher incomes are taxed at higher rates, can help redistribute wealth and reduce inequality. Effective tax policies include not only income taxes but also taxes on capital gains, inheritance, and wealth. Education and training. Investing in education and vocational training can help bridge the skills gap and enhance social mobility. Policies that ensure access to quality education for all, regardless of socio-economic background, are crucial for reducing inequality. Social safety nets. Robust social safety nets, including unemployment benefits, health care, and pensions, can protect individuals from economic shocks and reduce poverty. These programs help ensure that everyone has a basic standard of living, even in times of economic downturn. Labor market policies. Strengthening labor market institutions, such as minimum wage laws, collective bargaining rights, and workplace protections, can enhance workers' bargaining power and reduce income disparities. Policies that support decent work conditions and fair wages are essential for inclusive growth. Global cooperation. Addressing global inequality requires international cooperation. Fair trade practices, debt relief for developing countries, and foreign aid targeted at reducing poverty and enhancing infrastructure can help level the playing field between nations. Personal anecdote. A tale of two cities. To illustrate the real-world impact of capitalism on inequality, consider the experiences of two individuals from different parts of the world. Rai in San Francisco. Rai, a software engineer in San Francisco, represents the beneficiaries of capitalism's rewards. With a lucrative salary, stock options, and opportunities for advancement, she enjoys a high standard of living. However, she also witnesses stark inequality in her city. The wealth generated by the tech industry contrasts sharply with the homelessness and poverty affecting many residents. Despite her success, Rai grapples with the moral implications of living in a society where such disparities exist. Manuel in Mexico City. Manuel, a factory worker in Mexico City, represents those who face the challenges of capitalism. Earning a modest wage with limited job security, he struggles to provide for his family. The economic opportunities available to him are constrained by factors such as education, social mobility, and global trade dynamics. Manuel's experience highlights how capitalism's benefits are unevenly distributed, often leaving those in developing countries at a disadvantage. Capitalism's relationship with income and wealth inequality is complex and multifaceted. While it drives economic growth and innovation, it also creates and perpetuates disparities within and between countries. Understanding the mechanisms through which capitalism influences inequality is crucial for developing effective policy interventions. By addressing these issues through progressive taxation, education, social safety nets, labor market policies, and global cooperation, societies can strive for a more equitable distribution of wealth and opportunities. Ultimately, the goal is to harness the benefits of capitalism while mitigating its detrimental effects on inequality, fostering a world where prosperity is more widely shared. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel for more self-improvement videos. Comment below to tell us how useful you found this video. Remember to share on various social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Click the notification bell to get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.